Hi everybody, and welcome to our narrative lesson 2. You should be watching this on Wednesday, the 15th of April. So our learning objective today, it says, can I create a fact file? And if you're not sure what that is, we're going to find out in a moment. So the first thing you're going to want to do today is go onto the YouTube channel and have a look for our recording of The Bad-Tempered Ladybird. You can now have a listen to the story and pause it at various places. Should look like this. You might want to pause the video now while you go and find that one. So some questions I want you to think about. Number 1, who are the characters in the story? Which animals does the bad-tempered ladybird meet? Can you list them? Which was the smallest animal? Which was the biggest? And were there any animals that you hadn't heard of before? You might want to pause the video now and think about the answers to these questions. Feel free to write them down. It would be a really good idea to discuss your answers with an adult or somebody in your house. I like to make a game out of this. For example, see who can remember the most animals. Okay, so now to our fact file. We're going to be researching one of the animals or one of the characters from the story. So you've got quite a few to choose from, including a rhino, a praying mantis, a skunk. There are lots to choose from. Now, when we're researching animals, you might get hit with lots of information. So I thought we'd like to refine our search to these 3 questions. What do they look like? What do they eat? And where do they live? Now again, you could just type this into Google, but I've attached a couple of ideas here for some websites that provide really good information. Here's one on BBC. It's called The Deadly 60. I'm sure you've seen this programme before. And it gives you information on lots of different animals, many of whom are in our book. You can also go onto the BBC and have a look at their category Nature on CBBC, where again you'll find lots of information. You might want to write down this information as notes for yourself at this point. Now onto our fact file. Now I've uploaded 2 examples here of what your fact file might look like, and I'll attach these for you to download. You can, however, make your own fact file. It can look any way you'd like, as long as it includes all the relevant information. So, choose your animal, and then put information about them into the different sections. Finally, I've started my own fact file here, and I chose the praying mantis, as I thought that was a character who I didn't know much about. Now I've cheated, as you can see, and I've copied and pasted a picture and a diagram into this section of the fact file. As you can see, it's got labels for the different parts of the praying mantis. Over on the left you'll see a box with some success criteria or steps to success. What I'd love to see in your fact files are these things. Firstly, full sentences. For example, it has 5 eyes. So rather than writing 6 legs or 2 eyes with bullet points, I'd like a full sentence, please. I'd also like facts and not feelings. For example, you might write, it has 6 legs. That's a fact. It's something that you can't argue with. It's definitely true. Not a sentence like, I think it is beautiful, which is your opinion and something that you think, but somebody else might not agree with. Finally, to really push yourself today, I'd love to see some of your sentences that have conjunctions in them, like the word and. This can add detail to your sentences and lengthen your descriptions. So it says here, add detail to your sentences by using and to link statements. So for example, you might write, it has 5 eyes and 6 pointy legs. That would be wonderful. Children, once you've finished your fact file, you can upload it to Class Dojo where I can have a look. I'm really looking forward to seeing your work, everybody. See you soon.